Hello, my YouTube family. Well, it is Friday. Thank you, Jesus. April 27th, 2012. I have to say it was a decent Friday. It was a very, very decent Friday. It went by semi-quickly. The morning went by a little faster than the afternoon, but excuse me. The cough is still there. But all in all, it was a rather good day. So, lips of the day. Let us get started. Hold on, there's a cough coming. Okay. Forgive me. Forgive me. It's going away, but it is stubborn as all hell. So, lips of the day. Now, pay attention, True Sugar, because this is your fault. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Just throwing it out there. So, we are talking about, people, my Revlon. This is the color. It is a 015 Grape. 015 Grape. And a lovely grape it is. Oh, my heavenly sweet Jesus. It is a heavenly, heavenly, lovely dark shade. Now, I know that the last dark shade I said was going to be the last dark shade for the spring, summer, but this is True Sugar's fault. So all of y'all, blame her because she reviewed this, and I bet she was taunting me too. True Sugar, were you taunting me to buy this? Because you know darn well that I was going to get it. So I got it. And there is a topper because, there's a topper. Lined my lips. Let me give you the liner first. The liner is MAC Night Moth. MAC Night Moth. It could have gone on a hell of a lot darker, but this was just fine the way it is. So I just ever so lightly outlined my lips. And the topper, excuse me, is the limited edition NYC Extreme Lip Glider Lip Gloss. Yes, that is the one. That is the topper that gives it its nice little shine. In Wild Orchid. Wild Orchid. Limited edition, honey. Oh, I feel so fortunate to have found this, because I don't see this sold anywhere. If you go to a Rite Aid or a Dwayne Reed or a frog in my throat, people. Excuse me, I've been doing this all day. If you go to a Rite Aid, a Dwayne Reed, a CVS, I don't think you're going to find it there. But I did find this at the Dwayne Reed just sitting there. So it must have been last of the Mohicans kind of thing. And they just said, well, somebody will buy it. And they just dumped it there. Hello, that was for me to find. So here you have it. This is the Revlon in Grape. Let me swatch. It's just a typical grape shade. There it is. A nice grape shade. And the Wild Orchid, it's not really a color, but I will put it on top because maybe you might see the difference. What I'll do is I will swatch it on the side solo because it's like a clear grape. That's it by itself right there. See, like a clear grape. And then swatched, it gives the grape lipstick a nice little shine. And that's it, really. The Extreme Glider isn't like a pow in your face kind of a gloss. But if you put it on top of a lipstick, you can gloss it up a bit, and you can be on the corner. You know what I'm saying? On the street corner hooker. I'm just saying. But I'm going to work, so I'm coming back from work now. But this was the look of the day. So, and you see the puppies of the eyes. As you can see, my shirt has, purple and blue and you know, all the colors. So I had a blue headband, I had the purple eyeshadow going, I had the purple lips going, a punch of, you know, light lilac-y cheeks going. So yeah, that was me today. That was me today. So that is lips of the day, people. Story, continuation of Cutie. Well, I really, today I sort of got my feelings hurt, but it's not like I had it coming to me, but let's just say I should have known better. I stepped into something that I should have known better. So, well, actually, not really. Let me tell you the story. You guys let me know if I stepped into it or was it something that I didn't see coming. You let me know. Okay, so here we go. So the chick that Cutie likes, she and I like Chipotle. I told you about this yesterday, right? So, but Chipotle won't be open for another 2 weeks, the one that's near us. Cutie lets us know that, oh, but wait a minute. He likes Chipotle too, and he knows one that's out in Mineola somewhere. But Mineola is kind of far. You know, it's a far drive. But, you know, it's a far drive. If you go there, you have to stay there and eat and then come back. Or if you're in a real hurry, just go pick up or call, place your order, and then go and pick it up. Okay, well, I think that's what happened. At 1 o'clock, I saw that Chickie wasn't emailing me about either going to lunch somewhere else or what have you. So I figured, oh, okay, well, we'll just wait until Chipotle opens up in 2 weeks, and then we'll have lunch together, and that'll be that. So she told me that she was going to coerce Cutie into going to the Mineola one to get lunch. So I said, well, you go bat your eyelashes at him. This is exactly what I told her. I said, you bat your eyelashes at him and maybe he'll pick us up some lunch. So she said, okay, I'll do just that. So, you know, I go to lunch from 1:30 to 2:30. I get an email from her at 1:25 talking about, oh, he's going to pick up lunch, but I know that you're leaving in 5 minutes and it's going to be a 20-minute drive and I know you don't want to wait. So, and then she just let the email go like, so ... So I emailed her back and I said, well, you know, that's okay. That's all well and good. You and he go have lunch and, you know, do whatever. I was pissed as all hell because she told me that she was going to coerce him when she came in the morning. And we had seen him throughout the day. So she could have easily coerced him like around 11:30, quarter to 12, so he could rearrange his schedule to go get the lunch and bring it back for both of us. The three of us didn't have to have lunch together, but I would have enjoyed to have some Chipotle. So as it turns out, he drove her there. And they didn't have time to sit and eat because she came. This is what happened. This is what really ticked me off. She came back. And by this time it was like 2:45. So I had already been back from lunch. She came back inside. She walked through the glass doors. And I was on the phone. I was taking a call. And I saw her. She put the bag of Chipotle and a drink in front of me and said, I'll be right back, and ran. Like, and she did it in the manner of, see, he got me the Chipotle. It was that kind of attitude. It wasn't an innocent thing. She had done it on purpose to gloat. So I got the message loud and clear. I didn't think anything of it, but she had put it on top of the work that I was doing because she, quote unquote, had to go to the ladies' room. So when she came back, she found her food that she had placed in front of me. I put it on the side. And then she looked over at the desk to see to pick it up, and I said, I put it over there because you put it on top of my work that I was doing. And she said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, that's okay. I said, enjoy. And she said, oh, I will. And in she went. So I'm getting mixed signals from her because I don't know if she thinks I'm a threat, but she already has a man. So like I said, Cutie and her could be having a little side thing. I don't know. But that little thing that she had just done was unnecessary and uncalled for. So that kind of ticked me off to begin with. I let that slide. Not a big deal. There's no point in even mentioning it. So Cutie walks by, maybe about 20 minutes later. He walks by and he comes in. And he's got a way of looking at me like trying to test the waters, like, am I going to be in trouble, or is she going to yell at me, or what? I know that look. I know him well enough now that I know certain looks, and his eyes get really, really deep blue. Like if he's upset, they get really, really deep blue, or if he's like kind of frightened, they get really, really intensely blue. And he was giving me that look like, I don't know if I should talk to her or what. So I said, I guess you and, you know, you guys had Chipotle and you had a good time. And he was like, oh, well, and I said, you know what? You don't even have to say anything. I said, you know what? It's a good thing that I couldn't make it because you and her could have a nice lunch together. And if I were there, I would just be a third wheel. And that would make me feel very uncomfortable. And he thought I was kidding. Now, I said it in a half kidding kind of way, but not so much. And he's like, well, yeah, you're right. Wow. Like, yeah, you're right. If you had gone, you would have been a third wheel and you would have, you know, interrupted my mojo. So I don't think he understood the punch that he had given me when he had said that. So I said, oh, okay. Well, you know, I said, I'm glad it worked out for you. And then I started to really kind of pour it on. I said, you know what? I see the situation that you're in, and I see the situation that you have your little pawns in. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, okay, now I know I'm in trouble with you because you're not even talking right. I said, I'm talking fine. I'm talking fine. What are you talking about? He said, see, when you do that, I know I'm in trouble, which he knew he was in trouble. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I see the situation for what it is, and I'm not mad at you. And he said, what situation, Nancy? What situation? I said, you know what? You have just way too many women, and you are stretching yourself thin. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, this is the situation that it is. There's you, and then there's his smoking buddy, which happens to be a girl. But I don't think he finds her attractive because she's really not that attractive. But then, you know, there's a top for every pot, so they say. He's got her as a smoking buddy. There's one who's a smoking buddy, who he smokes with her every 20 minutes or so, or whatever. There's Chickie, that's 2. There's the one who he's chasing through the elevator. Remember that story? Who didn't pay him any mind? That's 3. And I'm somewhere. So I told him, I said, you know what? I see where I fit in your plan. He goes, I really don't know what you're talking about. I said, I see where I fit in your plan. I said, I'm the old reliable. And he goes, you really need to explain that comment. I said, this is how I see it. I'm the person that you come and talk to when you either haven't gone smoking yet or you're about to go smoking, B, haven't seen Chickie. I say her name, but I'm not going to say, I already mentioned her name. I'm not going to mention it again. B, haven't seen Chickie and you want to kill time with me until you do see her. And, or C, when you're bored and you want to kill time before you have something else to do. I said, I'm that chick. I'm the old reliable. I'm the one that you come to when A, B, or C isn't available to you. I'm the bottom rung. I'm the old reliable, that last step that you can always count on. So, and I was kind of ticked, but I was kind of saying it in a semi-cute way, but he's not that dumb that he didn't realize what I was saying. And then he comes out with, well, you're not necessarily wrong. Which meant I got it dead on. I got it dead on. He was basically saying, well, yeah, you're right. He didn't want to say, well, yeah, you're right. But saying, well, you're not necessarily wrong is basically the same thing as saying, well, yeah, you're right. So I said, oh, I'm not necessarily, so I hit it right on the head. He goes, no, it's not like that. I said, you know what? Let's not even go there. So then he stopped and he kind of looked at me like, I don't know if she's pissed at me, or is she pissed at me? Is she playing with me, or is she pissed at me? I said, you know what? It's Friday. Let's just move on. And then the phone rang. So that you know, it eliminated the tension that was slowly building. So it just, the phone gave him his out. And I picked up the phone and I was looking at him as he was walking out. And he mouthed the words, we'll talk about Game of Thrones on Monday. And I said, definitely. And he left. And that was the last time I saw him for today. And it was the end of the day anyway. So, because the last time I usually see him is around 5:15, somewhere around there. And then he finished it, because he stays until 6:30, I think. And I leave at 5:30. So that's how that went down today. So, 8:15 Daffy Duck 1. She suggested that I just plant one on him and just call it a day. No, I cannot do that. First of all, we're at work. So where would I have the opportunity to do that? Secondly, he already pretty much verified what I was saying was right, which is he does not think of me that way. I'm just that old coat that you can always go back to when it's really, really cold outside. You don't want to use your new coat, and the coat that you just got a year ago is sort of still new, but you don't really want to use that coat. But the old coat will always be there. I'm the old coat. So yeah, that's how that is. So that kind of alters how I'm going to associate with him a little bit. I will just keep it at where it is, just, you know, friendly. I'm not going to have an attitude or anything. Yes, my feelings were hurt. He didn't realize that he hurt my feelings. And we're just going to move on, because I'm not his girl. He's not my man. We don't have a thing. You know, it's just two pals. It's just two chums, two co-workers. And that's really what it is. So I have to just be satisfied with that and just move on and look for someone else. Now, I need to stop looking for people at work, because there doesn't seem to be any, I have no luck there, as you obviously can see. So now I have to kind of look outward. I have been looking outward, and there's nothing out there either. So I'm thinking, not that I want to think this way, because I am a hopeless romantic. But hopeless romantic or not, I think I have to come to terms with the fact that, you know, there are people in this world that have never gotten married. They've never been married. Life goes on. They've had a successful life. They've had a good life, a happy life. I can be a happy person by myself. I am comfortable in my own company. Do I get lonely? Yes, I do get lonely. But I don't have a problem being alone. There's a difference. So, I'm so sorry about my throat and my voice and all this scratchy nonsense. So being that that's the situation, I have given it to you. I have given the situation to you. You let me know what you think. Now, I don't think there really is, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that he is not seeing me that way. So I just have to move on. That's just basically it in a nutshell. He is eye candy for the office. And that is that with that. He's younger than I am. Chicky is closer to his age than I am. So it is what it is. You know, like attracts like. And I am definitely not one of the likes. So there you have it. Moving on, you know, I'm going to be hitting the big 50 in a couple of years. So by then I guess I just really shouldn't care at this point. I'm still holding on to hope because like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic, but you know, in 2 years it'll go by in a blink of an eye. So why should I even bother? It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I have to accept reality, and reality is pretty much letting me know that the boyfriends that you had in the past, at least you could say you had some. The way you're ending your life, you just may end it alone. You came into this world by yourself, you may have to leave the world just like that, which you do anyway, but you know what I mean. Not with a partner by your side. That's what I mean. And on that note, I hope I didn't depress all of you. I hope I didn't, you know, because, you know, I'm feeling a little bit down, but I think I can bounce back. It's not going to ruin my weekend or anything. I'll just lick my wounds and keep it moving. Or, in my case, since I'm a Cancer, I will just curl up in my shell. Cancer the crab. Curl up in my shell, lick my wounds, and then I will peek out to see if everything is still okay. And that's that. The safety is in my shell. I think I'm safer there because outside tends to hurt too much. And on that note, wow, was that a downer? And on that note, people, there you have it. I told you my story. This has gone past 20 minutes now, and I just needed to let you know. So you know I'm not going to see you during the weekend. So have a good weekend, a very, very pleasant weekend, and I will see you on Monday. You know I'll see you on Monday. Let me know what you think about these lovely puppies. And I will talk to you then. I want everybody to have a really good weekend. Let me know what you think. Let me know what plans you have for the weekend. And I will talk to you on Monday, okay? I love you. You know I love my YouTube family. And I know you're going to give me some love back. I am sorry for constantly sounding pathetic. But I'm just letting you in on a little chunk of my life. Okay, and it's a sad and pathetic and pitiful part of my life, but it is what it is. I like to share. And on that note, I love you. I love my YouTube family. You all have a good weekend. Let me know what you think. Hit me up because you know I constantly answer you back. And I will talk to you on Monday. Bye now.